The inventor of the Steadicam, Garrett Brown, has come up with a new invention. Before we go further, let's give some context of what in the heck is a Steadicam. The Steadicam is a lightweight handheld stabilizer that gives camera operators a steady hand when on the move to capture shots, like Sylvester Stallone's character Rocky running up the steps of the Philadelphia Museum. That was an iconic scene, in popular culture, seeing Sylvester Stallone's character do that. And now Garrett has used his innovative film mind to come up with another helpful invention. Watch this.
And the Philadelphia native is at it again. This time to help people with disabilities move in real time.
May I?
Yes.
This is seated. And this is standing. And it made the move for me,
He calls his latest invention the zine.
Oh my God, that is so beautiful. And here's some more on how the zine works.
These are your handlebars.
Okay.
Just push them forward.
Oh, you just push it. Oh, okay.
Now you've got seat belts on either side. Squeeze these and drop all the way down to a seated position
Okay.
and let go. Boom. Now
It
just
took
lock.
about a
Just spin
decade
it.
of inventing and tinkering
Make the rear spin around you.
Oh, okay.
Ah, yeah.
There
that's
we
it.
go. For Brown and a small team of engineers to get the machine just right.
And here is Brown on how this makes a positive impact for those who do need a wheelchair.
The 80-year-old came up with the idea a decade ago while visiting his then 97-year-old dad in care facilities.
But I was watching his pals, and something big seemed to me missing between walkers and wheelchairs. Once you consign yourself to a wheelchair, your feet are not on the ground, particularly. You're not upright. Being upright is great for your cardiac, your bone density, your limbic system, your digestive system, and it's particularly valuable for your psychological well-being. To be up among your fellow humans is one of the things we hear most often that they love about this machine.
I mean, my heart, I have goosebumps for all the right reasons. Fire extinguisher out for good reason this time. And I just can remember my own grandfather who suffered a stroke and was in a wheelchair until, one half of his body was paralyzed after that stroke, and him having to use a wheelchair, just the psychological impact that takes. And also what Mr. Brown is showing, that truly age ain't nothing but a number. Here he is in his 80s, baby, innovating in ways that will have generational impact. Ageism out the window on that. Just good on him. And as he said, his 97, his father was his motivation for that, watching his father interact with his mother. And especially here in the United States, the zine could make a huge difference for those who do use wheelchairs and the people who love them. In the United States of America, there are an estimated 3.3 million wheelchair users, with an estimated 1.8 million of those users age 65 and older, and the number increasing every year with an expected 2 million new wheelchair users every year. And what we all have in common, no matter what generation we hail from, if we live long enough, if we are blessed enough, we will all become more seasoned as the years go by. Jessica?
I think this is an interesting example of how good things can happen, even in an economy where most innovation is done in areas where there's a huge profit motive. And people given money for research and development are people who are, researching and developing things that they can sell for many dollars, not necessarily things that can improve people's quality of life. So this is a great story about someone who, made this innovation for the stabilization of cameras, something that is profitable, and adapted it to be useful to improve the quality of life for other people. We would love to see more revenue go towards research and development instead of stock buyback, so that we can continue to improve our quality of life and see this happen in more areas. But this is a really good feel-good story.
Amen to that. And Mr. Garrett Brown, thank you so much. You will indeed change the lives of millions of people, not just in this country, but worldwide. We are lifting you up. Jessica and I are lifting you up. Good on you, sir. Good on you.